The Central Bank of Egypt announced that remittances from Egyptian working abroad reached $17.1 billion during the period from July to December 2024, compared to $9.4 billion in the same period of the previous year. The Central Bank also noted that tourism revenues reached $8.7 billion from July to December 2024, up from $7.8 billion in the same period last year. Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli held talks with delegation from the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development to discuss the bank's plans to support various sectors of the Egyptian economy in the coming period. The Prime Minister emphasized that cooperation with the bank has resulted in an expanded project portfolio in Egypt, with the majority of investment directed towards financing and supporting the private sector. He added that in 2024, Egypt became the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development's largest country of operations in the southern and eastern Mediterranean region for the 7th consecutive year. Minister of Planning Rania Al-Mashat noted that the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development's continued investment in Egypt reflects deep confidence in the country's economic trajectory and the resilience of its private sector, with over 13.8 billion euros invested in Egypt's economy since 2012. More than 86% of it directed to the private sector. The European Bank for Reconstruction and Development is a significant strategic partner. Rania Al-Mashat, Minister of Planning, Economic Development and International Cooperation, reaffirmed during a high-level meeting in Cairo on Monday. In 2023 alone, the bank invested approximately £86 billion in Egypt and intends to expand its engagement in key areas, including the green economy, digital transformation and gender-inclusive finance. Egypt's foreign assets in the banking sector have risen for the third consecutive month, reaching $15.04 billion in March, an increase of approximately 47.5% compared to $10.2 billion in February, according to data from the Central Bank of Egypt. This increase marks a continuation of the recovery following a significant decline in net foreign assets for 3 consecutive months. In December, net foreign assets stood at $5.2 billion, down from $10.3 billion in September, a period that saw seasonal pressures on foreign currency and higher demand for the US dollar. Farmers across Egypt have started the wheat harvest season known as yellow gold, a crucial crop for global food security. The Egyptian cabinet has emphasized the state's commitment to increasing local wheat production and securing strategic reserves through agricultural expansion and storage projects. These efforts are part of a broader strategy to enhance food security and self-sufficiency in key commodities. The government is focused on expanding agricultural land, improving crop yields, and developing modern silos to reduce waste and ensure crop quality, ultimately stabilizing the local market. Egypt ready-made garment exports saw a notable increase in the first quarter of 2025, rising by 24% to reach $812 million, up from $656 million in the same period last year. According to the latest data from the Apparel Export Council of Egypt, February exports surged 35% to $276 million, up from $205 million in 2024, while January saw an 11% increase to $274 million. The U.S. remained the largest market with a 12% rise to $299 million, while Europe grew by 43%, reaching $206 million. Exports to Arab countries rose to 49% to $148 million, and exports to non-Arab African nations grew by 121%. Other global markets also saw a 49% increase, reflecting widespread growth across regions. Egyptian exchange indices posted collective losses at the close of Monday's trading session on the back of selling operations by Arab institutions as well as Arab and local investors against purchases by local and foreign institutions and foreign investors. The market capital lost nearly £15 billion to close at £2.283 trillion after transactions that hit approximately £32.3 billion. The EGX 30 benchmark index went down by 0.43%. The broader EGX 70 index of the leading small and mid-cap enterprises decreased by 0.06%. The all-embracing EGX 100 index dropped by 0.2%.